Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happy watching. This is Going Tokyo coming at you with some more Little Big Planet 3. I decided to do Little Big Planet. Oh, fudge. I fudged it up. Gosh darn it. I got it. Well, it's not a family friendly stream, so I don't know what. Holy shit. Earthquake? Oh. Holy shit. Earthquake? Hi. 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 That was a. I don't like that. That was a big one. What the? Whoa. Hi. Okay. Not enjoying that. Not enjoying that. I think it's mostly done. I think it's done. Oh, it's Alice. Like, we just had an earthquake and it was kind of spicy. It's still kind of shaken. Oh, what did you find out? Tell me the wild thing. Earthquack. Earthquark. I'm okay. I'm okay. It was just like it was a big surprise. That's all. I think we're okay. In the 50s, Astroboy marketed actual Tommy guns. You know, I am not shocked. I know there was a time that you could just straight up buy machine guns like in the back of magazines. So wait, like it's an Astroboy Tommy gun? Oh my god, that's fantastic. That's okay. That's different from what I thought. That's amazing. Holy shit, get your own Tommy gun with like a little Astroboy on it. Wow. Oh yeah, no, I figured it was a real Tommy gun. I just didn't think that it was like, I thought it was like being sold by Astroboy, like Astroboy was advertising it, but I didn't realize like it was an Astroboy Tommy gun. That's an actual Tommy gun. That's amazing. That's super, like, that's a lot. Go shoot your own university president with this Astroboy Tommy gun. There's like oh my, that's a chef's kiss right there. What are we doing tonight? We are... I never realized Japan did not always have strict gun laws. I didn't either, to be honest. I had no idea. That's, it's certainly a thing to learn. A bit of a surprise, as it were. Does this have... Okay, it does have those on it. So we can... We get rid of this. I think this one's good. And we're gonna change up the music, because the music's kind of mid. The current gun law in Japan was passed in '58. I wonder what the inciting factor there was. Like, I wonder why they decided, hey, maybe we should not have all these guns about that people can just up and use. Alright, I think we're gonna get rid of this music. I mean, it's not mid music. I shouldn't have said that, but it's been revised since forever. I wonder what revisions that it needed. 65 version banned hunting rifles for teens. But I mean, like, what if a teen has got to kill a wild boar? Like 35 to 50 feral hogs? I don't 100% remember the number, the joke that was like 2 years ago. I think it's pretty in the ground now. What's just something we could leave on for like an hour or so? Last revision was 2008. Huh. I think we use temples. It's like it's a good song. The 2008 version seemed to be about banning certain daggers and knives after an attack. Oh, wonder what attack that was. Because it wasn't the Akiba attack. Because the Akiba attack was before Nova went bankrupt. Oh, Hive, lovely to see you. Hope you're super well tonight. Hope life is being good to you. That's fine, I think. That should work. I can turn up the noise if people need it. Also, I found out that during the ONPO projects, the LDP would send literal Yakuza against student protesters. That does not surprise me in the least. Are those the ones that were in the 60s? Culminated in like the mass demonstrations in '69? Yeah. The ones that produced that like really famous photo of the university president just getting like gutted. Well, it's like moments before gutting. It is a fantastic photo, though. Which sounds like kind of a dark thing to say, but, like, it honestly is. What are you? Like, are you attached to anything? Weirdsville. It's a material tweaker. I think it's just like for shadows, maybe. The way to tell the 60s and 70s protests is that Miyazaki and Takahata were a part of the 60s ones, and Oshii was a part of the 70s ones. Okay. I always do that, and I need to not. I need to keep... Like, I need to know how big this part is. So let's make a quick sticker panel. So I can keep that for measurements. I'm sorry if I yawn a little bit tonight. It's been a long day. I'm feeling well, like I'm okay, but it's been everything's a lot forever, basically. And I need things to stop being a lot forever. That would be spiffy. We would like that. All right, let's see. I think I want to do another weddings one, so it's a shame. Good Sir Kronos will probably not be dropping in tonight on account of is busy with good things. But I will allow him to tell the story when he does get a chance to come by. Busy with good things, yeah. Like, I don't think it's anything that he would be unhappy with me sharing or anything, but it's, you know, it's his good things, so I figure let him tell it. But did send his regards, which is always nice to hear. I don't think I ever used this material before, and I don't think I can. Could I use it now? Is it too busy? You watched it? Oh, Invasion USA is the Chuck Norris one, right? See, I think if I use this material as a background, like, there's no space for stickers, I think, because it's got too many open bits on it. It does look really, really cool as a material, though. And I'm gonna have to try to remember it. I don't know, that's a bit busy. Are these just the same fabrics? He fights, like 100 million communists that are invading Florida, and most evil of them are shooting bazookas at Christmas trees. What? How, like, how does Invasion USA manage to be, like, less effective anti-communist propaganda than Red Dawn? It's a war against the American Democratic Capitalist Institution of Christmas! I mean, Red Dawn is not a particularly funny movie, though. I mean, it does have its funny points, but it's not really what I would call a laugh riot. That's kind of like a cool... But see, this isn't going to take any stickers. What would a sticker look like on this? He co-wrote it. Good old Chuckster. The Chuckarino. I don't remember like any of the funny name endings to make nicknames from the 80s. There were like a ton of them though. Let's grab a thing actually. Oh, are you gonna grab something from off screen? How do you like stickers? But they show up with like that weird border. Nor said he got the idea to make the film after reading an article in Reader's Digest. In Reader's fucking Digest. That said hundreds of terrorists were running loose in the United States. I thought, boy, that's scary, he said. What if some guy on the order of a Khomeini or a Gaddafi mobilized those guys and started sending them out to every major city? I know it's gonna happen. Fucking Chuck Norris. I wish, like, he had not become the meme that he did. Because he's such a douche. And even in the movie, the head terrorist says it's so easy because freedom of movement in this country. So we're really accessible to this. The movie is not meant to scare people to make us aware of a potential problem. We're trying to make a statement here, he added. This is about the people of the United States. Fuck yeah, defending the freedoms. Go out and shoot some terrorists. Don't do that. Don't even, not as a joke even. I want to retract that statement because it's like, it's a little bit too real. Fucking Chuck Norris though. That guy can eat an entire bag of dicks and not enjoy it. I think we gotta go with the bevel concrete. Yeah. It just didn't look so... I don't know. It looks so... I don't know. Do something like that. And I can like put something up in the corner to fudge. Screw that up. I just think Chuck Norris should go away for a while. And like for a while, I mean kind of forever. I think that would be okay. He could go away forever. There's a scene where Chuck Norris fights terrorists with bazookas in a mall in Florida. Then the terrorists flee in a car, and you know how the car is also evil because it's a Nissan car. And get it, evil Japan, known communist nation Japan, is helping the evil communists with check notes their export capitalism cars. Of course, like we would, right? What the Japanese government and the Japanese like economic institutions of the 80s and early 90s wanted most of all was communism, and were like clearly they were bending every effort for the the communard. I forget what the International Communist Organization is called. You know, the one International Communist Organization is probably the most 80s movie to exist. Derogatory. Oh wow, like I don't know though, because there's a lot of 80s movies that are very 80s. I like Pinata Dog, honestly. I think Pinata Dog kind of slaps. But I did have like the skeleton lady, and I thought that she turned out really well. So I'd like to try to incorporate that as into this. But then it's gonna, like, I worry that there's gonna be too much white. Not like as a weird bit, but just like I think that I gotta be careful with the font colors, that the titles are still visible. Why is the music so quiet? Oh, it's just because we were paused? I hate that. Chuck Norris defeats the evil Russian gangster led, evil Russian gangster lead villain, and then the movie just ends. No final scene? That's it? Like the fucking, the gangster was like a load-bearing boss? The credits just immediately collapse on. America is saved. Thank God. Where would we be without America? End story. Turn the page. Fucking Chuck Norris saves the day again. Thank you, Chuck. What, like, is he the worst of, I mean, like, all of those 80s action stars turned out pretty shitty, though. Like, you had Schwarzenegger, and Schwarzenegger's has all, like, the sex scandals in the early 2000s. Stallone is, like, really heavily right-wing. But didn't Dolph Lundgren have something going on with him? And Jean-Claude Van Damme, like, everybody hated Jean-Claude Van Damme for some reason. The best Z-list star is Van Damme. We did this discourse, and me and Alessa's and another friend's movie group, about, like, which ones turned out the worst. Dolph sells, like, military gear in Russia. Okay. I wonder why I was remembering him being, like, really shitty. I guess, like, nobody's as shitty as Steven Seagal. Like, he's the worst. I don't know. I gotta think about this. I feel almost like maybe putting a sticker down that would like kind of haze it up a little bit. Dolph is a man of contrast, selling military stuff in Russia, wanting to stop global human trafficking. I felt like there should be like another pair of contrasts in there. Because so far we just got the one contrast. Oh, that's too much. That's way too much. You also need to rank them on the eternal lists. Oh, the eternal list of martial arts guy that becomes action star. Which is, to be fair, slightly different than, like, the Schwarzenegger Stallone route. Oh, but it's got that, like, big blur in the center. How do I get this looking the way I want it? Oh god, that's like super dark. Scott Adkins was for a while the Z-list of the new generation of those guys, but then he stopped Trump? Oh, he supported Trump. Well, fuck him then. We got no love for that Joker in our house. Os! Hirunda, lovely to see you. I hope you're doing really well tonight. I'm just kind of futzing about, just having a bit of a relaxing one, because nothing in this world has been relaxing for like the last couple of weeks. How you doing tonight? Is life being relatively kind to you? I hope it is. The thing with being an MMA guy is that you have the world's most volatile 50-50 on the possibility of having bad politics. My friend who used to do mixed martial arts, she said something similar, and that was why she wound up leaving it. Because I remembered her saying that, like, it was a thing that she really loved and she got a lot out of, but, like, so the politics just kept on getting worse and worse and making her feel more and more uncomfortable, and eventually she just had to bounce. Like, I mean, she was not in, like a competition range or anything like that. Like, she was, you know, very, like, local level type of stuff, but... Do you know who does commentary for MMA as the main guy? Is it Joe Rogan? Like, wasn't that one of his gigs? It's Joe Rogan! Womp womp womp. This is my face of not being surprised. How do I, like... I can kind of see the effect that I want, but I don't know quite how to get it. See, like, that's too... I don't, well, like the line, the right side is okay. Oh shit, bot? Bot? Let me pop that. Go away, bot. Oh, hi, thank you. He basically got the job because part of the shitty comedian circle that Dana White, former shitty comedian and lead MMA running things guy, was a part of. That's... I wouldn't have assumed that there would be that, like, kind of crossover between the two worlds. I mean, wait, is Carrot Top the bridge? Because I could see Carrot Top being the bridge. Like, how do you get from comedy to MMA? And it's Carrot Top. There's a surprising overlap between right-wing comedians and MMA. Like, in the actual running of things, that is wild and not a thing that I super like. Hate to hear it. Not a fan. Not your fault, by the way. Like, you did not set up that situation, but... MMA what? I'm sorry, do they have their own island? Do they do fucking the most dangerous game hunting shit on it? Why does MMA have an island? What's going on with that? It's clearly Enter the Dragon. Okay, you know what? You know what? You're right. You're right. That's like super my bad. I should have known that. Oh, Nisco, you are just fudging this up so bad. Just like go back to the beginning. Start the stream over. That's what you need to do. No, that part's a joke. Don't worry. Oh, I missed a thing. During COVID, Dana White wanted to keep MMA going. So his idea was to make something called MMA Island, which was buy land in Saudi Arabia, which is not an island, make a private battleground there to continue fights even in COVID. I can't imagine anything going wrong with that plan. That plan sounds like it's solid fried gold, honestly. He ended up not. Oh, it ended up not happening because no one likes that. Oh, because it's a shitty idea. Like it's a terrible idea. And I imagine because like it's COVID, right? So once you're in, like you probably can't leave because you can't risk bringing the COVID back with you. Wow, like just terrible ideas, honestly. The idea was they're going to be trapped on the island for the quote-unquote island for a long time. Jesus, can you imagine if it had worked out? Like where that particular petri dish of political ideas would have ended up? Cause I can't think it would have been any place good. Like, there's no way that they would have come out of that experience, like, not completely warped. Would suck it the only way to never get code was just do a battle royale for all your life. At that point, like, you might as well just get COVID. Oh, Floppable, lovely to see you. Hope you're super well tonight. Hope the life and the things are treating you very kindly. Oh, I missed a thing. The other owners of MMA got angry at it, but not because it was bad, but because they thought it would not bring them profit, because they would not be allowed to have crowds still. I mean, you'd have to like it'd have to be like pay-per-view, right? Oh, I had to check the emoticon, and I'm glad that you're comfy. I wasn't certain because like it's very tiny on my actual television monitor. It's like, what is that? Like, is that a dying girl? But no, it's a comfy girl. Good to hear it. Half moon, like, oh shoot, we could do like the flower frame. Oh, I should have done that elsewhere. Like, well, I mean, we could put the flower frame here, right? Or maybe we could do like this. The other owners are like a family of Nazi Brazilian martial artists who control part of MMA and also have almost total monopoly over Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because their family created it. Oh shoot, did I miss it? I missed a thing from you? I'm dropping balls left and right here. Battle Royale, got that part. Enter the Dragon, got that part. Oh gosh, this must have been a bit back. Oh no, I did miss this. Feeling a little rough, but okay. Got some Lego sets that took a while to arrive, a snack shack, and an old train workshop. Oh, hi. Please, you've got the skills, so you have to pay the bills. I'm sorry that you're feeling a little bit rough, although I definitely can, I can dig that feeling. But I am glad that you got Lego sets. When I was a child, the Lego sets were always a thing that brought me joy. The comfy vibes abound. Humphrey and I are snuggling in blankies. Lovely to hear it. Give, not a kitten anymore. Give your big old cat a big old hug for me. And I'm glad that you are back home and safe and sound. I gotta check out Lego Snack Shack. The Snack Shack sounds like something out of Buffy. Like the bronze in the Snack Shack. When are they gonna bring out like a Lego bronze set? Yo. They could have little Lego minifigs for Rasputina, because they were in that they had a show in the episode. They had an episode of the show. Okay, I could fucking talk tonight. Oh, that does look really nice. It's interesting that they use like the base for it is like it's not one of those like the flat bases, like the big square ones, the tiles. Like it's actually like Lego thin pieces. I gotta check out the train workshop. It's fuck off huge though. Oh, they couldn't match Train Workshop. Well, I'm going to have to turn to Google, and I hate that. Lego Train Workshop. Oh my god! Wait, which one of these is that? Because there's like a couple of them, and one of them is fucking giant. It's not like the 90,000 piece one, is it? It can't be the 90,000 piece one. That's just that's absurd. Searching Lego set 910033. Okay, and I'll check what she said in just a mo, Alice, because I'm being silly with Google. Lego set 910033. Oh, it's the old train engine shed. Oh, it looks really nice though. God, like that just looks gorgeous. It does seem pretty big too. I hope putting together these Lego sets brings you a lot of joy and eases whatever physical miseries that you're dealing with. MM Island was just a shitty version of an already shitty movie, Battle Royale 2. God. I mean, that's... Yeah, okay. Probably fewer exploding neck colors, though. Although, I suppose, like, in time, they probably would have gotten around to the exploding neck colors. So... Wait, in Battle Royale 2? Beat shows up in Battle Royale 2? I know he's in 1. And he's such, like, it's so weird, the way they changed that character in 1. Cause he's like, in the first movie, like, in the book, and he's, like, really chirpy, and, like, upbeat but menacing. And Beat Takeshi's, like, not like that. Beat Takeshi's got, like, no time for anyone's shit. Which is not, like, that's not a terrible characterization, but it just doesn't feel like what they were going for in the book. He's in the first movie, but in the second movie he shows up as himself. Holy shit, I didn't remember that at all. Eternal Grumpy Grandpa energy. You're not wrong, though. You know, we should get... Maybe it's not stickers that this needs. Maybe it's decorations. I don't want a bow tie. Take your bow tie and stuff it up your butt. I have to remember, like, what profane phrases my dad doesn't like. Because I know there's a couple that I use a lot that he really, really doesn't appreciate, and I need to make sure that I'm not using them, like, when I go back home. I know he doesn't like piss up a rope. He's not a fan of that one. Which I find kind of hilarious, because it seems like it's old-timey enough for him. Forever thinking about that, about the thing where he has... His house doesn't have any technology in it. Also hates landline phones. I mean, but, like, honestly, kind of fair. Landline phones are better than cell phones, but they're still kind of shit. See why pissing up a rope should defy the laws of physics. I mean, you're not wrong. He has a new movie. But is that something that the world was asking for? I can't imagine that the world was asking for that. He's reached peak Japanese old guy because he's doing a freaking Nobunaga movie. Like, I don't know where I go with this. Maybe it's fine. Maybe the weddings is just, like, not a great theme. Hold on a second. I just, like, I feel like it needs a little bit more. Do non-old guys in Japan still care about Oda? I honestly don't know. I suppose somebody must, right? How do I get the skull off? Damn it, no! I need the skull. I don't need the... Oh, Jesus. That's like the exact opposite thing that I wanted. I might actually head to bed. I'm feeling just kind of pooped. Hidunda, thank you so much for showing up, even if it was only for a little bit. It was super appreciated. I hope that you are feeling less like poop. Coming soon? Coming soon? That's not... I don't think that's how that was supposed to be phrased, but... I hope you're feeling better soon, is probably a better way to put that. And we will see you next week when Metal Gear Solid 2 starts to get really spicy. I think the next session is the one that's going to need all the CWs. It's gonna suck. Because I think that's like where they explicitly lay out like Emma and Hal's backstory. Maybe we don't want that. Yeah, maybe we don't. It just feels so meh. I mean, we could put like a giant skeleton hat in the middle. I don't know if that's over-egging the pudding or not. Like, I guess it still works. You could still read the name. Yeah, fine, we'll go with that. Alright, and then we gotta change the border. And then I think this is going to be good to go, or at least as good as I'm going to be able to make it. God, my voice is like so crummy tonight. I feel like I need to apologize in advance. It actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, I mean it's got more going on than the last one did. I feel like the last one was very just kind of meh. So let's not do a Jeff Goldblum impression first. I think that's where to start. Let's make the lighting a little bit warmer. Is that what I want? think so. I think maybe some oranges and... Yeah. Yeah. I think there's still, like, some smuts. It looks like there's smuts here. And there's not. That's just me being worried. Yeah. I can work with that. I feel like I can do a thing with that. Oh, I know what it looks like there's smuts. Right, because there's a sticker panel there. And the sticker panel has got a smut sticker on it. Does it not? It does! I am semi-genius. Oh, we can... That looks kind of nice. Like, that looks a lot brighter. I think we go with that. Yeah? Alright, so let me save this. Hopefully the game won't crash or explode, as it is wont to do. I know why LBP's gotta be like LBP does, but... Alright, let's change the play mode. Got our picture. Oh wow, like the little picture icon actually shows up on the screen. Because it's kind of weird what they'll actually bother to show on the screen. And I think that that's pretty much all good. What is, I gotta check out something really quick. We don't need these open. We don't need that open. I need to take a look at my overlays. I don't remember what we did for the canyons. Or if I even want to do like a canyons one. We could like redo the temple and the islands. I feel like those would be pretty easy to do. Oh, the canyons is kind of shit. Like all of these are kind of shit. This is the problem when you make like newer things and you've got like a better technique than when you did like the previous things, and so the previous things that you did, even though that like they turned out well and you kind of like them, but they just kind of look like shit in comparison. set that to the side for a moment. And see, I don't want to use... There's not any good wood material for the weddings. And that's kind of crummy. Because, like, I want a nice material that, like, doesn't have a lot of texture. But it's still kind of recognizable to the theme. And none of these have that. Like, none of these work for that. They got this sparkly cardboard, but that was in... Sorry, zoned out for a second. That was in Journey Home. What if we did something like... We'll start off with that. And... if we make you like a glass? Because there's not going to be any... well, but sometimes there are stickers there. It's the problem. Dang it! Dang it, because I was going to say there's not going to be any stickers there, so glass would actually kind of work. Oh, fudge. Right. Just right now, I'll make you be physical. Turn you into red glass. Oh, but it might be too busy with the background. Why must she be so difficult, game? Constantly testing me during my artistic process, game. That's no better. That's super not better. I hate that. I hate everything about it. Weddings, why do you suck? What is your malfunction? That you must make my life so difficult. Like, can we still actually read the text? Is the issue? It's got a nice rounded edge though, and I do kind of like that. What else could we put in here? Like, this is also, like, hokey. It's kind of the problem. It does have the picture frame, though. Like, that's the weddings thing. Did something just break? Like, I swear that something just broke. That was probably not the way that we wanted to do that. So instead of making that immobile, what we could do is just make it float. Really? What's your problem there, mate? Wait, what happened? Why are you not... Why do you not move? Oh, crumbs. This has got so many holes in it. I'd have to cut all of that out. In, like, in Photopea? No, God, that's awful. That's a terrible idea. Musical, what are you thinking? You goober. You total goober. Okay, that's a little bit better. Have it look like these skeletons are, like, biting it? And then... we could put you in a tux, as one does. Where's the wedding tuxedo? Which apparently has no pants. Don't know how I feel about that. Which... why would you not have pants? The icon has pants. Game, what are you trying to do? What is the implication here? Donald Duck wedding. Yeah, what is, like, Donald Duck and his nephews, like the whole Donald Duck family, they don't wear pants. You'd think they would have a run-in with the law by this point? Where are the pants that go with this top? Fuck it, I don't care. Fine. Find something else will work, I'm sure. No, you goober. Come back here. Kudos to Nagasaki Mayor for sticking with the decision to not invite Israel even after other countries boycotted them over it. Yeah, I did read about that. Like, didn't the US ambassador was like, oop, can't go there. Why do we have to be such weirdos about this? Oh, honestly, yeah, that's a good one. Well, this was more of rhetorical questions where you kind of have a good idea of the answer already. I like how we both we both get that the other is joking, and yet we don't allow for that possibility just in case. Yeah, it's kinda what I wanted. Not really. It's kinda there. This really shows how hollow the US apologies for bombing have been, and also like how all of their other crimes, where they boycott memorials about them, if they did not allow apartheid state to be there. It does kind of make our our opposition to South Africa as an apartheid state also feel a lot more hollow in retrospect. The US is literally funding South Africa in the background too. LOL. I probably, like, I shouldn't be shocked. I should find nothing shocking anymore. Etc., etc. Oh, Holly, lovely to see you. Hope you're doing really well. Splurf's a bunch. Landlord's a whole hour. Do we want to know what splurfing means? I'm sure that I support it. I trust you, but like in the specifics, like what is splurfing? Oh, you know. I'm sure that I do not. Oh God. That's so much green. Don't like that. Moni says hi, she's snoozing in a hotel for a work event. Well, say hi right back at her when you got the opportunity. Get put up in a fancy hotel? Correction to a thing you read yesterday, because you read slightly wrong. Talk about Vampire 5th edition. I said that Giovanni were now a majority non-Italian. Oh! You know, I did read that wrong. And thank you for the correction. It does change the nuance of the situation slightly. Granted, like, only slightly, but it does change it, and that's worth acknowledging. Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know, like, it just feels kind of meh. You know what we could do, though? That would be a little something. We could make some tombstones. Everybody likes tombstones. I have it on good authority. I talked about it like last year, but their main thing is that Giovanni teams up with the remains of the Cappadocians because they're tired of fighting. And Cappadocia shows up and they're like, hey, I know Giovanni tried to kill me, but like, what if we team up for profit? And they get all the crime vampires. All the crime vampires! That part I find kind of cute. Like, we don't want the non-crime vampires. Fuck those dudes. Like, give us the crime boys. So we put a couple of these down. They basically fused about 20 different small crime bloodlines into one super crime clan. Just like, it sounds so goofy. I know it's like serious biz, but like, it just sounds so goofy. We're the super crime boys. We're not messing around with our crimes. You better watch out. You better watch your back. I think we'll take like 5 of these. Is this too many of these? No fooling, just crime. Oh fudge, I didn't turn off the camera. I'm trying to think of like would I want to be part of like the super crime vampires? They sound kind of fun. Fivehead tries to basically give places to all the small bloodlines because the writers thought that the earlier stuff made too many vampire clans that were small to have too small to have support, but people wanted to play for like the hipster options. So the idea of using a lot of these is basically what they came up with to give these people support. The hipster options. Who's is anybody playing like the Daughters of Cacophony anymore? Because they were always kind of fun. Oh, they're the super crime group? Why though? Like, what? What is the super? What does the super crime group offer them? Their whole gig is like, we just basically just want to sing. If you could just let us sing, that would be great. But imagine you singing for crime. You know, yeah. What if? What if we use singing for crime? I had not considered that possibility, but you know, you're not wrong. You could 100% use singing for crime. But again, like, why? Of all the groups, like, you would think that they would fuse in with the Toreador. Like, that at least I could get. I don't like the Toreador, so, you know, it would suck, but, like, I could understand how they got from A to B. Now, are we talking about, like, Team Rocket as the actual organization, or are we talking Team Rocket as in Jesse and James? Because I feel like those are two very different statements. I think they just wanted to fit some of these smaller clans into wherever they could fit them. That's fair. It's understandable. Like, there were definitely, like, a lot of clans. I remember that being an issue with the card game. Like, there were too many clans for them to get the proper card support. And they didn't really bring too much to the table. Because, like, Bloodlines introduced just everybody. Like, all of those side, well, the Bloodlines, like, the sub-clans, all of them got put in the card game. And it's so fucking many. The main addition to these clans, besides renamed clans, are adding in the Salubri as a main clan option now. Didn't they all become Satanists? Weren't they hidden Satanists or something? I kind of feel like that was a thing. They're making space for Jem Ghastly's glorious ascent. Jem Ghastly from Malkavian Justicar. Her time is now, and now, and now. I gotta find a copy of that for you. And somehow I've gotta get it signed. I don't know how I'm gonna pull that off, but it has to happen. The Tremere had a magic spell on them that made them all the Joker, but like after the FBI raided the Tremere house and killed Tremere, the spell is over and now they're put into 3 factions. Wait, can we back up a second here? The FBI? Like just the FBI? How did they manage to? I mean, this does not help. This is... Yeah, we're gonna have like just a clown card of federal agencies show up who've got no real experience in fighting vampires, and they're gonna kill Tremere. With the help of the villains from Mage and Hunters. Oh, they got like the technocracy in on it. Okay. Okay, I guess. I'm glad like somebody's giving Order of Hermes something to do. Cause they got like no love, I feel like. Everybody wanted to play like Eutanatos or fucking Cult of Ecstasy or the Eaterites. Because those are the fun ones. It's a whole mess. Basically, all the X-Mage factions and the Order of Hermes get tired and are like, it's time to fuck up these vampire mage guys. Order of Memory suffered from being just very stuffy in mechanics and aesthetics. Oh yeah, like, which when you're looking at like the other, you know, wide awake fun bags that make up the rest of the mage setting, it's like, what are you gonna do with them? Why would you even choose to play them when anybody else is more interesting? Oh, is it like a waste not, want not kind of situation? Like, well, we got these guys. We could totally use them. They're just sitting around doing nothing. I don't know. Like, the weddings is such a shitty theme. No, that's a mistake. That one's not the way to do it. It's not fair to say that the weddings are a shitty theme, but they're a shitty theme for what I'm trying to do. And I should give that due consideration. Because I think I'm trying to make a square peg fit in a round hole. All the mage stuff is originally from another game by one of the designers called Ars Magica. I kind of remembered, like, I remembered that fact, but I didn't really know much about Ars Magica. Like, it's not something that I could really speak to. I don't know, maybe. It's fine, like, it's aggressively fine. We could put some ghosts on it. Like, ghosts always make everything better. It's a really cool game, but it's much more of a simulation of what it's like being in old Europe and part of mage traditions than what mage evolved into. Mage kind of evolved into a lot. And I do, like, I do appreciate what they were trying to do with mage. I don't know to the degree that they were successful, but, like, they definitely made, like, a go of it. I guess we're just leaning into the edgy LBP1 aesthetic, and that's just gonna have to be okay. Okay. Mage is like a different game depending on which tradition you're playing as. Oh yeah, LBP1 had its edgy levels. Like in the community, not like in the game itself. The game itself wasn't particularly edgy, no. But some of the community levels were definitely try-hard edgy. And that was cute. Like, you know, it was edgy in the way of, like, you got like an 11-year-old kid who just gets total creative freedom. And sometimes they're just gonna make some weird stuff. Even in terms of cartoon edgy, I don't think LPP1 would ever do like Invader Sim style stuff. I mean, in the community, you could probably find stuff that was like attempting to do that in, you know, with the tools that were available. Oh, in the main story, definitely not. No. I had an idea. It's not a very good one, but I had an idea, so we're gonna go with it. I feel mixed about the Tremere stuff in 5ed because after Tremere dies, Tremere loses their whole eternal hierarchy thing in systems and becomes like wizard mercenaries that do jobs with within the background. There's still being houses, but split into two factions that aren't as powerful as the previous ones. Like, that just feels like, why, how are they still Tremere? You know? Like, that's kind of their whole gig. If you want, like, Vampire Wetworks, you've got Black Hand right there. And Tremere can be members of Black Hand, kinda. The Tremere aligned with the Anarchs? Why though? Wait, like, one of the factions is also aligned with the Anarchs. I know a certain corporate goth vampire who could help them solve all of this. I mean, what can't Gem Ghastly do, though, at the end of the day? She's got all those skills to pay all of those bills. I remember that you said that before, that you were a big fan of Tremere. Which, not gonna lie, slightly surprising. What she can't do is have a wiki page with more than one line. Does she have a wiki page at all? Is there a Gem Ghastly wiki? Oh, is it in, like, the fan wiki? I don't know what I would have assumed for you, Alice. I generally, like, I try not to, Oh my god, you can do that? How did I not know this whole time there was a way that you could modify the fire effect? Huh? Holy shit. Hold on a second. I mean, it still looks like crap, but... Oh my god, I gotta tell Kronos. Yeah, but to come back to you, Alice, like usually I try not to make guesses about where people would put their clans, just because, like, if you guess wrong, like, you know, it makes them pretty unhappy about that. But if I had to guess, I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed Tremere. Guessed yours? God, I have to think. Cause, like, I mean, also keep in mind, like, all the clans are kind of shitty, so it kind of puts a gal on the spot to be like, geez, what like shitty clan would my friend be a part of? Let's peep this for a second. That's wildly ugly. I kind of feel like it fits. Maybe I mean, we could just go with this for go with this for the right now. What clan would you be, Holly? See, like, now, you say that and I can see that, but I don't think I could ever, like, apply that to another person. Like, oh yeah, you'd definitely be a mole. Be like, and I could see that a little bit, yeah. I mean, you do have the overweening love of Gem Ghastly. And Mulks, at least by the nature of who they are like, I'm not gonna say that they're the least likely to be shitty, because all the vampires are shitty, but like, there's at least excuses or explanations. With your history of mental health, I mean, it might explain like why we managed to click so well. Shared experience. As part of the game, they're kind of meant to suck in some way. Oh no, like absolutely. Like that's it. It is kind of the design philosophy there. It's like, oh, you're this terrible beast, and you know, how do you balance your sense of morality, your sense of self, with also these drives and needs that you can't suppress? Like, and there's definitely that, but like, there's that, but there's also like the Ventrue, and everything that the Ventrue are, and kind of like all the clans have that thing. Sometimes, don't know, they got the evil vampire gene. I mean, they're all cursed by God. We blew past the hour break. And my mouth is definitely getting that kind of sticky. I need to have some water. So I am going to take my break now, because I really do need to get some water in me. And I will be back in just 5 minutes. Send me the Astro Boy with a gun. If not a Malk, I'd be a Toreador. Okay. Yeah. I could definitely see Toreador. I think you could definitely rock that one. And you get to gaze wistfully at beautiful things. Because that was like part of the Toreadors, their clan flaw, right? All right, but let me get my break. I'll be right back. You can be quirky and emotional. Oh my god, this spent 2,000 yen! Yo! I can't pay my bills, but I could buy a fucking Tommy gun. damn it. Push. The Quirky is holding up a lot of ableism there. Lol. It often does. When you feel like you have no choice but to do an ableism, there's always Quirky. Quirky's got your back. Why is Discord always so shitty? Imagine Astroboy owning a Tommy gun. I could see it. I think Astroboy would own a Tommy gun just to flex. He's like, yeah, I've totally got like. Oh, imagine owning an Astroboy Tommy gun. Okay, that is slightly different. Alright, got that picture. I just don't like this. Would you buy? I would absolutely fucking buy an Astroboy Tommy gun. No, God, they would not let me have. They would not let me have anything approaching or approximating that. It's like, yeah, no, it's not for her. Tommy guns are they fully automatic? Because they might be banned just about everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna guess then that you can't just rock up and own a Tommy gun anymore because of the woke. The woke took our Tommy guns. All right, that worked out pretty well. I don't know if it's precisely what I want, but it's what I'll take for right now. I want to work on a scene, but I can't use the other. It's just reference in the shitty Supreme Court decision that said bump stocks are okay. Wait, Tommy guns are not okay, but bump stocks are okay? The woke mind virus is making it illegal for people not to pay for the Astroboy Tommy gun anymore. It's only 2,000 yen. Can you even, like, what was 2,000 yen in 1950s dollars? Hold on, I'm gonna do a check. First off, 2,000 yen to USD. Alright, so that's $13.63. $13.63. So 13 point, that's a comma, that's not a point. 63 USD 1950 worth today. Oh no, worth in 1950. That does not help me. That does not give me the information that I want. $1 in 1950 is equivalent in purchasing power to about $10 in 2019. Okay, so let's say 14 times 6 is 140 bucks. Roughly equivalent to $140. That's still pretty fucking it's still pretty fucking cheap for a fully automatic rifle. Bump stocks are apparently banned in New Jersey, so rare New Jersey win. Let's hear it for let's hear it through. Let's hear it for New Jersey then. I hate it when like everything gets all wonky and I can't see what like what my levels are. It always makes me a wee bit nervous. Oh fudge, we need music. Give me half a mo. Tezuka really wanted to get money back from Astroboy so he could do more artistic projects that he had in mind, so he went full merch with it. Honestly, like you gotta make your bank somehow. I'm not gonna get on his case about it. I'm gonna play this song because I think Kronos hates it. But Kronos is not here tonight, so it's just that it's like super overused. Alright, so what do we want to do with this? Looking at a scene, it's kind of gardens themed. I think maybe in the castle, so we're gonna want a lot of cardboard to start with. The internet hates you, Alice. And I hate that. Oh, this needs to be a lot bigger. You didn't miss much. I was just saying that creators got to get their banks somehow, and I can't really fault Tezuka for trying to monetize the Astroboy, especially if there was other things he wanted to do. No you didn't, and I'm sure it's gonna be a nightmare. Unless the answer is poorly, because it sounds like they work quite poorly. I'll have to run some very important errands. You have fun with your errands. Please stay safe as always, and look forward to seeing you next week. I mean, next week in the chat, not like in Meet Space, because that'll still be, there's still a couple weeks off for that. Used to be one publicly owned company that handled everything. It was privatized in 2012. It's split into two different companies, both of which are fully private, both of which had their CEOs arrested. One loves to hear it. What were the CEOs arrested for? I feel like this is very elucidating. For crimes. For crimes! Yeah, I mean, sure! One of the CEOs still the CEO after because the company's located in Brazil and he now can't legally enter Portugal, but he's still the fucking CEO! RIP. CEO of crimes! Crimey, 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 crimey. This is what all kids dream of growing up to be, though. Like, who doesn't want to be crime CEO? That kinda sucks, though. I got a better idea. Kinda. The better idea is... in Portugal, electricity, internet, cable, all are bundled in one thing, so you have to pay for everything. And there are a billion fucking companies, what's called the free energy market, all of which control the electricity, internet connections of different areas, different areas in the same city, near each other. It's often the same provider. It's a fucking mess. Well, like, we can't standardize it, because that would be communism. Oh, they're often different providers. it does sound, that does sound just like goofy messy. You can have an area that's a 3-second walk to another area, and they have different electricity providers. There's controlled price markets, but only 5% of energy companies follow it. Is it just because, like, they don't have to? Like, there's no enforcement of the law itself? Cute. And I'm sure this works out great for the people of Portugal. I'm sure that you all consider yourselves well served. It works out so well. I love having electricity blackouts like 6 days in a row. Oh my god. You might as well just might as well make a hamster wheel. The eternal power of the hamster mind. I just realized what I was doing wrong as hell. Oh shoot, no, didn't want to do that. Fun stuff, that got privatized in 2012, so our electricity system, our postal service, several prestige metal making companies, we had several naval ports, our public insurance provider, all of that stuff got privatized? Like the whole lock, stock, and smoke and barrels? Oh my god. Do you have, like, a country left? There are like 10 remaining public companies, and 2 of them were probably very privatized soon. He'd be just like the U.S. because that's worked out so well for us. See, Portugal is actually a socialist dictatorship. We need to privatize even more shit and abolish the minimum wage, because of course you do. Is this thing the majority of the right wing believe here? Like, now, honest question, and do you think like they believe it, or do they say they believe it just so they get away with this bullshit? It's 50-50 from what I've seen. That's a larger percentage than I'm comfortable with. There are people who genuinely believe, and people who use it as a way to stoke hatred. Because of course they would, right? Like, a friend of mine saw a Portuguese guy, not a tourist or anything, probably a member of the local fascist party, fascist party here, that was wearing a MAGA hat. Oh my god. Trump doesn't love you, kids. Trump, like, deeply does not love you. Doesn't love us either, so, like... This isn't me trying to flex. I'm sure Trump loves Portuguese fascist number 10,000. Sure he does. Like what? Yeah. What was I thinking to be so cynical? Guys, he loves me! He really loves me! What are you saying? Trump wouldn't lie to me? Actually, just reminds me that Trump recently accused Harris's VP of being so-called hard into the transgender world, and he's heavily into other worlds. Lamau, fucking these people. I haven't heard anything like specifically that. Fuck. What's his name? It's Wall. It's not Walls. Harris VP. Give me a sec. Walls. It is Walls. Go me. Like, I haven't heard anything specifically that Walls is particularly anti-queer folks. I don't know that he loves us any more than any general politician does, but he seems fine. Basically, like, I don't know. He certainly has issues. Like, he apparently signed several. I'm gonna guess that's pro-trans and queer laws, but that stuff was already approved. Like, I know I've seen people talk about his handling of the George Floyd protests, and that's like, that is legitimately pretty crummy. But if we're gonna be like honest, none of the Democratic governors cover themselves in glory in that situation. He's fine for being centrist, but is also pro-cop. Yeah, that's definitely what I heard. And he was the guy that activated the National Guard in the George. There we are. We're once again reading off the same pages. He apparently vetoed a pro-workers law for Uber and Lyft drivers when Uber said they would leave if the law was approved. God, if only we had approved that. Fucking Uber. Like, he's ultimately not gonna be a friend, but, like, none of the elected politicians that we have now were gonna be friends. He's basically a guy who's done some good things, he's done some shitty things, but he's still a Dem guy, yeah. Like, that's the thing that, like, kind of comes down to throughout this entire build up to the election, and it's just like, it sucks, but like, what is the alternative? If the alternative is like Trump, well, like, that's not an alternative, honestly, for a lot of people. Like, I don't know, it's getting late enough that I'm not really putting my thoughts into words very well, but also I kind of think that I've kind of been on this topic before. Democrats are doing a good job, sadly, of removing all their most left-wing elements for being critical of Israel. The Dems suck. Like, I kind of want to be, like, I want to get ahead of that part. Like, not that I think that you're making an accusation, but just, like, as a general. Like, the Dems are still part of the machine. They're still gonna suck. And they're gonna do whatever they can in general to get rid of their left wing. Because, like, that happens every time the Dems take even the most minor of losses. They're like, oh, well, we went too progressive, so we've got to, like, cull more support for progressive policies, when it's just like, well, no, like, your progressive policies are probably the only reason that you're getting any support, but the Dems are shitty. They're just like not Republican shitty. That's why you should support check notes. Looks at wiki list of 2024 presidential candidates. The American Prohibition Party? Are they still in the game? That's... Yeah, that's not a thing I was expecting. They're anti-alcohol and right-wing on other things, but they're weirdly pro-queer and abortion. And pro-single-payer healthcare. What? Yeah, that is a real... That's a real weird mix. I guess they hate alcohol more than other things. I mean, I suppose they must. And I can understand why people might, but like usually that kind of like prohibition on substances style platforms lends itself as well to like more right-wing type policies. Although I guess we're seeing like, I mean, we do see pseudo left-wing calls for like prohibition on sex work, so, and pornography. So hush my mouth, I guess. They're also pro-school prayer. What the fuck? So I have some water in the back. I'm still kind of like noodling where I'm going with this. Which I hope like... I do hope that this doesn't like annoy people when I do the create mode stream sometimes, but they are like, they're really good for decompression for me. But sometimes I feel like I forget to be as talkative as I ought to be. I think it's good to have something to relax. Honestly, it is though. It's like, oh, super. I've got like a little bit of not a sore throat, but like a bit of a crunky throat, and that probably is not helping anything. But it's just like everything's just kind of a lot. Not necessarily in bad ways, just like got this trip coming up, and it's like, it's super exciting to have the trip coming up. Like, that's really wonderful, but it's like, I'm, what? It's like 10 days out from the vacation, and 2 weeks out? A little bit over 2 weeks out from, like, actually going. And there's so many, like, little things that need to be sorted. And it's just kind of frustrating, honestly. It's, like, just a little bit frustrating. I'm sure I will be better. It's just, yeah, it's just like a little bit of the throat being a bit of a bitch. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, and I just sat there and did it anyways. Like a goober. What did I... Oh, about having streams that we could relax and talk about random stuff? Yeah, it's good to have something to relax. We could just talk about random shit and chill. Which is definitely the truth. I do kind of need that periodically. We could talk about America being hell and the Astroboy Tommy gun. The Astroboy Tommy gun is just fantastic. It's basically podcast mode without the unfortunate circumstance that necessitated podcast mode. Yeah. I've had like a couple of times going through the those old VODs for the cullings, and like you can see in the VOD where like where the stream connection got really bad, because like it'll suddenly start to glitch out and it'll skip forward like 10 seconds. Guessing there's not a lot of people making guns in Japan, even more than it was in the 50s. Not quite so many, no. They did have the company name on it though. I'll have to check let me check the picture again. Today was my my senpai's last day at this branch, and that also kind of sucked. Oda Seisakusho. Kabushiki Gaisha Oda Seisakusho. So that's something that at least could be like tracked down. Oh, I missed a big chunk from Hive. Give me a sec. I spent all this time freaking out about fighting a boss in Elden Ring that killed me like 12 times the first time I played the game. I went in this time after speeding past all the enemies leading up to it without getting hit a single time, which I also wasn't able to do last time, and killed it first go comfortably. Power of upgrading your equipment properly. It's a good call. But also congratulations. If I recall correctly, a lot of gun otaku import their guns from Europe and America. I know how China and South Korea's policies on guns are, so I don't know if they also get them from there. Even like the airsoft guns. Are you saying, Hive, that like it's purely because you upgraded your equipment? I'm not better at the game, I just prepared better. Is preparation not part of the game, though? Like, I feel like you may be discounting yourself unnecessarily. Winch, what are you doing? Why are you being weird like this? Look, there are Japanese brands for airsoft. Okay. Winch, I need you to be like what you're supposed to be. I need you to stop being wonky. Alright, so like, if this were a sequence... Imagine that they climb up the tower? Knowing my luck, I'll get punked by the next boss that I punked the first go last time around. Be confident. You can do it. Oh, next boss has an element of RNG. I hate that. That sounds like bullshit. Thinking again about the guy that produced Space Battleship Yamato getting arrested for smuggling 50s guns in a boat named the Yamato? Way to go, guy. Oh, there's some more I didn't catch. From the Philippines to Japan. Okay. Like, what was his, what was he trying to do? Was this going to be the revolution? He then got arrested for doing it again! Oops, I did it again! Having fun thinking, the boss hive was Malekith, and the one that she's worried about beating is Trusty Patches. In this sentence, just as a quick check, is the she referring to a character from Elden Ring? Because our own lovely hive isn't they? Unless have I completely forgotten? They is right, but gender is weird. This is indeed super true. He got arrested for doing it again. So he's like a serial gun smuggler. He's a gun runner. He's just a weird right-wing nationalist guy, I think, that liked owning guns. Good on him. This is like, this would be like killing God, but being worried about fighting Mike from Grocers. I mean, Mike's pretty tough. I don't know if I could handle Mike from Grocers. I don't think we need to see the other end of this, because I think it's going to be cut off by the picture. Like the picture frame. I mean, he sounds like kind of a goober. That was directed to Alice, not about Mike from the Grocers. Isn't Patches like the always running away guy? Isn't there like a meme about that? Such a scamp. He's a scamp. Oh wait, these would have been on the other side, wouldn't they? Oh, about the screenshot? Legal troubles. Police stopped his car in '97. Driving suspiciously, was arrested when they found in his attaché case 50 grams of stimulants, 7 grams of morphine, 9 grams of marijuana. Which, by the way, like, those are like, just like, total novice numbers. That's just getting started for a party. On bail, he went to the Philippines, returned to smuggle with an M16, a fucking grenade launcher, a Glock, and a large amount of ammunition. And then in '99, he's got a handgun, 131 bullets, 20 grams of stimulants. Like, again, these are like total novice numbers, but he voluntarily turned in 2 automatic rifles, 1,800 bullets, 30 howitzer shells. What? Kept in a station wagon. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. Dang. And then he went and got himself drowned. What the fuck? That's definitely a scamp. They made the new special tree on Elden Ring, the Skadja tree, which makes me think of 22 Skadoo. It's a have been like a guy getting caught with 3 stolen beers and a nuke. And the research steamship was named the Yamato. You can't even with this. What's our frame look like here? What photo am I going to use with this? Because that would help me figure out what frame I want. Which I should have like picked and decided earlier. So that was on me. I got some like really good photos though. This weekend. Would you be shocked if I told you that this guy, get this, probably had ties to the Yakuza? My shock is palpable. You could palpate my shock. I think we might go with the sticker baggie. I kind of like that. I think we might go with that. Oh, way after, yeah. Cause this was in the 90s that he got caught in this stuff. All right, so we're gonna need after that, he just became the guy that financed the show. Huh. These bags, like, how big are they? They're standing... Excuse me. Alright, so we've got, like, a standing rectangle with... a hole in the center and a hook coming out of it. But he financed the show by making a tax shell company outside Japan to fund bootlegs of Yamato with names like Blue Ship Noah to foreign markets, then used tax evasion money to give to the production crew. Oh my god. This man is a financial genius. I'm gonna put, just to represent the hook for right now, I think I'm gonna put like just a bit of cardboard, so I know where it's gonna be. And also we're gonna need something here so that, because there's like a price tag in the corner. And the price tag is like twice the size of the hook. Which actually means that this like bag needs to be bigger, I think. Second and third season Yamato, he got basically told by Toei, hey my guy, please do less crimes! Local man refutes the crime doesn't pay live by demonstrating neither does making battleship shows. He's doing his best. He's trying out there. They had to retcon the 3-hour finale movie with another 3-hour finale movie because fans hated it. That's like real Evangelion hours in the house there. Alright, you need to be like here. Which is really awkward, but... To be fair, the ending was legit bad because it was basically rocks fall and everyone dies, but in space. Which is somehow also the ending of Neverwinter Night. Imagine the mangaka for Apothecary Diaries having a poster of Yamato guy on her wall while preparing to do more tax evasion? Wait, like, does she also do the tax evasion? Was Yamato guy, like, did he inspire her? Oh god, that's hilarious. You go, girl. Hashtag feminism. This was for you, big guy! Okay, so we want... like that, maybe? She lies about having a dependent? Oh my god. You can't be doing that. That's evil. About the two different things involving diaries? The artist for the novel also got arrested briefly, but because of weirdness in Japanese tax laws and self-employed workers, so that one was just the person forgot and the other was actually tax dodging. It's originally a novel that got two different manga adaptations. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't quite get that part. There's an anime of it now. Okay. You actually like that's a lesson that I've unfortunately learned through very hard experience. So yeah, we're pretty much down on that. Although I do not care if the ghost of Shinzo Abe is angry with me. Abe Lincoln? Alright, so we need some sackbots. Do they though? I feel like I might need to beg to differ. They both run countries. Yeah. You're not wrong with that one. Sorry about all the coughing. Hearing American people say Abe is, in the American wording of it, is like, Abe, not gonna lie, gives you psychic damage. It's funny, but American pronouncing non-American names is my curse. I mean, you're not wrong. Both are killed in public events with guns that would be considered crude by modern standards. Oh my god, you're right. I kinda hate that, but you are in fact, yes, that is true. Abe Shinzo Abe said in the American way is such a funny thing to say. Where is the People Sato hat? I can't remember if it's a hat or if it's hair. I ought to put him in the Metal Gear outfit. But then he would be naked. I'm sure Shinzo Abe would have done an ostensibly good thing at some point, but only for political purposes. I mean, he did send free masks to everybody during the pandemic, but they've just 2 of them. And they were all very, very small. Like, they even had a picture of him wearing one of the masks that the government sent out, like, under his name. And it, like, barely covers his face. It is, as the kids say, kind of a lot. What pants do you wear, my fine monkey friend? Help destroy a bunch of the informal Japanese store economy. Is this something? Is it? I don't know if it's something to be proud of. I mean, I think there might be a reason for that. Because I don't think he did anything good. The government's handling the pandemic was awful. Like, it was just the worst. I feel like this needs to be closer. Oh, that's why. Shoot. Japan had the best handling of the pandemic? Like South Korea? I had not been informed of this. Did I just drop that poor monkey to his doom? I think I may have done. Did you hear Japan has some of the best handling of the pandemic, like South Korea? Due to their says it like a white guy in 80s ninja movie Confucian values of societal harmony. You know, like, okay, so I think that the reason that works so well is because it's not a joke. Like, you know that at least one shitty New York Times op-ed said exactly that fucking thing. Like, it is impossible that they did not. Me when an Asian country does anything, is this Confucius? Is this traditional Confucian values? God, it's so bad. Or it'll be like, if it's not like this is because of Confucianism, it'll be because of their deep-rooted collectivist society, and their willingness to put the importance of the group over the self, unlike those individualists in the West. Oh my God, did he? Mr. Basement, please. Must you? Unique, not Western style. Fucking thinking. Oh, okay, so that's like a we're just we're workshopping phrases. Mr. Basement did not, in fact, say that one, did he? That guy gives a bad name to basements. Have you seen any of Mother's Basement stuff? Like, of the, I do have to say, like, of the, anime, video sphere, he's not awful. Like, there's a lot worse. He made a bad video on Naruto versus MHA. That was like, Naruto reps traditional Japanese collectivism versus American individualism. I don't know, he likes High School of the Dead, so like, automatically his opinion is suspect. Oh God. Is this gonna hurt me? Do you want to hurt me? Do you want to make me cry? I keep on like dumping People Sato on the ground. Yeah, that's Mother's Basement guy. Like, he's not the worst. There's worse jokers than him, but he is kind of annoying. Give me a sec to... figure out what I'm doing, really. Like, I don't know, I feel like everything should be like one step back. I feel like I might have screwed that up by moving everything forward. The thing with Mr. Basement is that he's in the middle of the road, anime talking YouTube, not actually bigoted, so better than some, but like not actually thoughtful like Hazel or the Weeb Crew people, so he just becomes boring. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. I mean, that's a pretty good starting point, considering that, like, they are all high school students, and they are, tits out constantly, so it's maybe a place to start. It's definitely got a weird nationalist bent to it that shows up later on in the comic series. It squanders its potential wildly. Thank you. Yes. Also, I had forgotten about the samurai girl who is horny for murder. In general, besides all its other issues, it's kind of mid. It does hold a special place in my heart for things that I hate, though. And that's one of the reasons why I dislike it so much. It's like, you kind of had a bit of an interesting setup. I wouldn't say an interesting premise, because the premise is still like a zombie apocalypse, but like you had a bit of an interesting setup, and I feel like they could have done something with it, and it's just like they steadfastly refuse to do anything with it at any time. It's definitely of like that Walking Dead feel where it's like, if you try to do any good in the world, you will just get yourself and others killed. So that's also like, that's super fun. I'm not gonna lie, I find 90% of zombie stories to be bad. Yeah, they didn't have to be, but like, the market got pretty oversaturated, and most of the different avenues of metaphor that you could do with zombie stories got stripped out, and they got boiled down to like the most conservative reactionary presentation that you could possibly have for that kind of metaphor. But I did like I did kind of like Gakko Gurashi. But I think I was bringing more to that than was actually there. Discord, could you like actually give me any new messages? Why is Discord so weird recently? Communism? What? What? MHA is the anti-Naruto? What? He's got, like, instead of the fucking, like, the Maki on his forehead, he's got, like, the hammer and sickle? What? Ah! Oh my god, I hate everything about that! Ah! How do I do that, Alice? Oh, I can copy... How do I do it? Okay, I clicked on it. I see like all the different... Can I just like dump that into chat? Like copy image? It's gotta be copy link, right? Or is it copy message link? Oh, just plain copy link. Okay. Let me do that then. And I'm gonna have to start putting a ribbon on things because my throat is really getting bad. Oh my god, this link is fucking huge. Whee! Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Wow. Best Zombie Stories, a book series written by Robin Hobb, because the zombies are just people who had their ability to empathize stripped away, and a woman stops people from having a fun time killing them by reminding folks that the zombies are friends and family. Let me hold off on like getting into zombies because I could potentially have a lot to say about zombies if I could wrangle my brains into one spot, but it's definitely not going to happen right now. We can do it on Monday. We can definitely do it on Monday. I'm so tired. What is the Administrata? So we got a Monday, Thursday will be more Metal Gear Solid. We're like past the halfway point in the game, so I don't know how many streams we've got left, but like we've got a pretty fair whack of it done. I don't know if we're gonna get it wrapped by the time like our last stream before I go on my trip, but I think we'll be pretty close if we're not. Next Friday will definitely be Isaac. I don't want to do 3 LBPs in a row, so there's that. I did have a really nice night tonight. It was just very relaxing, very chill stream. Got a couple of things done. I'm not sure if I'm super pleased with them, but I think they're workable. So that was neat. Had a couple of nice conversations, as we always do. I don't want to like take that for granted and say like, well, that's what always happens, but it is kind of what always happens. But I'm not taking it for granted. I completely forgot what I was going to say, so I will ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all the hydration that you need. Make sure that you are getting all the electric eels that you need. Try to get in at least 1 meal a day, even if it's not great food, just to have something in your belly. But I do hope that you can get more than 1 meal, and I hope that you get some good food in you as well. If you got medications, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation will allow for. But above all and overall, please do remember that you are important. You are loved. You've got a lot of people out there that are rooting for you. They want you to be safe and happy and have joy in your life, and I'm one of those people, but I am only one of those people. There are many more. But unfortunately, that has to do it for us here at this Go About. So for me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you And ciao.